Hey guys, welcome to Watch Minutes. Welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay. Hi guys, we're 2 minutes late. Somebody get the crosses and kill them. String us up, and the cross is out there by the what's it called? Golgotha.
We are so professional. It's crazy how on time we always are.
Yeah, actually,
Always.
I hadn't pooped for like 2 days, and then it hit me right as soon as we were gonna go live.
That'll blow up a toilet. I'd hate to be in your house right now. I'd hate to be April. Your poor wife.
Yeah, well, she'll get over it. How about that? Don't worry about my wife. Don't worry about my wife.
I am worried about your wife. Do you know why I'm worried about your wife?
Because the Eagles.
They got their buns.
It actually wasn't
laid.
that. It wasn't that annihilation. I mean, they did get beat, but they didn't get like destroyed.
If
I felt
the
bad for her because she
Giants-
lost money.
34-17 to the Giants, though. The Giants
Yeah, I
lost
know.
to the Saints last week, who are the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, but they
So
played
by that-
but they did play at the Giants Stadium.
That doesn't. I mean, they're like it's. I mean, it's a divisional game, so I'll give them the credit for that. But I'll tell you what, you guys got a quarterback, dude.
Yeah, I know. I liked him. I like him a lot.
You got a running back and a quarterback. Scadaboo's good too. That dude's he's a Peyton Hillis type, like Mike Allstott type running back. I like him.
Well, you know who doesn't have a quarterback?
Who?
Peacemaker.
Yeah,
Peacemaker finale does not have a quarterback. It has
No.
a trickery. It has a flea flicker. It has an old annexation of Puerto Rico. I gotta tell you what, dude. I loved everything about Peacemaker season 2 until this episode, and this is where
You didn't like the finale?
Nah, not at the end.
Really?
Not the very end. This is how I looked. Because
Yeah.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, it was strong, and then you leave it on a cliffhanger like that when you overhyped the shit out of the episode. Let's be honest. James Gunn overhyped this like it was like the greatest hooker in Reno. It was going to have all these cameos. It was going to be amazing. She was going to make you feel loved. And no, she's going to take the car and leave a dirty tampon in the trash can on her way out. That's what it was, because at the end of the day, there was no cameo except for Nelson. The Nelson boys. Oh my God. The twins from the early 90s rock group is here, ladies and gentlemen. And then Foxy Shazam is doing a live concert at a fair as well. Who the hell is Foxy Shazam? I don't know, but they're excited.
I saw them live once. I have a picture with Foxy Shazam.
The guy, the lead singer, he actually is a good singer. And I remembered it. I was like, oh, that's the dude from Macklemore. Downtown. I didn't know I didn't even know he had his own band, but yeah.
Oh, is that him? That's the
that's
Ryan
the guy.
Lewis, I think his name is.
Yeah, that's the dude from downtown.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
But yeah, it's the thing is, I just like, you don't have. So apparently, he also told Variety he has no plans for a season 3.
Yeah.
So you're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger like that, when obviously what we're doing here is probably something along the line of the Phantom Zone or something like that.
Yeah,
where you're gonna stick humans in. But at the end of the day, you promise. I don't know. I just, why it felt like a weird like acid trip music video. Why did you have a music scene every 2 seconds? And then Chris was in it at the beginning, and then he wasn't in it for most of it. Then he was in it again. I saw some people were saying, well, could he at least suit it up one more time before you ended the season? And they're like, no. He's just going to get kidnapped and thrown into like a beautiful paradise with like monsters.
Yeah, the last episode did have a shocking lack of Peacemaker actually in it. I think I was tarnished a little bit, or rose-colored a little bit, because I watched both episodes back to back last night, and the episode before was really great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the episode right before that was amazing, dude. I'm talking tears, you know, I'm talking like crying, wet head. Like, I mean, they brought, and you know, this is we're obviously reviewing the whole season, not just last episode, but that is fresh on the mind. But like, literally, they tied together the whole thing with Chris and his like psyche and Peacemaker in a better way than I ever could have imagined. That episode had so many surprises in it. Like, every time you blinked, there was something surprising happening. With Robert Patrick, at first he's a Nazi, but then he's not a Nazi. Seems like he's going to be pretty good. Oh my God, he's fucking dead. Like, I mean, that was wild, dude. And
I know that some people
were
mad. There were some people mad that they didn't do a resolution with that particular universe, because his brother's not even brought up in the last episode. And his brother's obviously alive in the parallel world and is going to vow for vengeance at some point. But then again, yeah, I did see this one thing. It was like there was no guarantee they were going to resolve that. That, I think, it was called Earth X. I think that was where the Nazis won. I think that's what they referred to that particular dimension is. They didn't have any plans to like, go in there and invade it and change everything. Even though I did see a lot of people thought that the cameo was going to be Superman from that alternate dimension where he's like a Nazi guy. I don't remember what his name is in the comic books, but they thought it was going to be him.
Red State Superman.
No, that's I think
that's Russia. Yeah.
But Red Sun. But yeah, and then I did hear rumors that they think that and I don't know if it's true, if it's just like bad writing. I don't know, because they were like, people were like, Rick Flag would never have been this way, so callously giving no shits about his teammates being like torn apart in these dimensions. They think it's Lex Luthor. That Rick Flag is Lex Luthor, and I was like, I don't know if he's Lex Luthor or if that was just bad writing.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps. I mean, they've made several references that he's become like best friends with Luthor. So I think that would be silly if he turned out to be him. But yeah, I mean, so in this article, you brought it up for a second there, but in this article, James Gunn actually talks about that a little bit, and it's pretty cool. I'm not going to obviously read it. Get off of here, Variety. But when he mentions that he doesn't have any plans for season 3. I think what happened is. It technically for the show, it leaves it off as a cliffhanger, but not for like the DCU, because he basically says he wanted to build up Peacemaker and make him a big character like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and all that shit like that. Yeah. But I think they're going to pick up the story. They're just going to pick it up in the movies. So I wasn't really that bothered by it, because that's how I looked at it.
It's weird though, because I don't know what's the next one. Is it Supergirl that it's leading into?
Or
I mean, so somebody was like, they think that it's going to be, the dimension that they trap Peacemaker in is going to be used as something like a take on their version of the Phantom Zone, and that's where they're going to take it from Supergirl. But what the problem is that apparently you're a racist if you don't like this show. So I guess you're gonna have to label me that now after this episode, because I love the season. I hated this episode though, and it was one of those. Dude, it was just lazy. I don't know. There was something about it. You could cut out the middle section of this show and get the same ending and have no problems. There was pointless. The middle sections were pointless.
Yeah, except just the character building. It's like, so I didn't mind it, because again, I thought it was building up the character. You know what I mean? Like, I'm bummed that we're probably not gonna get a Peacemaker season 3, because you say that like nobody's watching this apparently.
Oh,
the viewership's low.
The numbers bad. The numbers are bad. That's another thing. And actually it's weird, because I think Variety is usually pretty well. No, they're usually more about MCU, but I think they give James Gunn a pretty easy pass on a lot of things. That I think even the writer of that article that you pulled up was saying that James Gunn needs to stop, or maybe it was that article, another article of Variety, that they were like, he needs to stop talking so much, because he hypes up everything too much.
Yeah, he does. And I guess I hadn't been paying attention to him talking about cameos and stuff like that. So maybe that's why that didn't bother me too. Stacy's right, by the way. I read that as well. It's not they're not doing the Phantom Zone, but it's the start of the actual Salvation Run from the comics.
See. Well, and the other thing too, that business that we see ads and Adrian and all of them open up at the end, that's something to do with the comic books. I wasn't familiar with it at all. So that was yeah, it's just like these things that they zoomed in on. I was like, nobody knows what the fuck that is. I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, that might be cool if you were an avid DC reader. I think it was, maybe they even said it was in the Suicide Squad run. I don't know, but it was like, man, I liked it up until that point. And then somebody also, I see another room that's like, is this all in his head? Like Peacemakers? Did all this just happen in his head? Like, where he makes up with the chick, they open this business together, everything's happy, and then
because it got felt fake almost,
because he goes back to his hotel room after all of this happened. He just goes back to his hotel room like nothing happened.
Well, I think if you look at, he was wearing the Foxy's the Jam shirt. I think they had a hotel. They were staying at a hotel and going to the concert together. So he was coming back to her in the room. But it did look weird, because you go from this grand setting to him just like kind of walking up to a door. And there was a couple weird shots too. Like, they overdid the concert quite a bit.
100%.
Like when they're like, oh, like doing that shit, I was like, okay, can we just a little bit move on?
The Foxy Shazam was like, if you want me to be in your show, I'll totally be in your show, but I gotta have like at least 5 minutes to show my I think the band's cool, but I was like, just make a documentary on Foxy Shazam. I'll watch that. So just don't put it, like, you don't need to squeeze the music video in the show, in the finale. And I gotta be honest, I also thought they were gonna do more with LaFleur. And he had some funny, snarky things about spiders, which was funny at the end, but it was like he didn't really do much except,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You know what someone said, and I think this is correct. They were like, because we were like, why is the ending feel weird? What's wrong with the ending? Why do I not feel as much joy as I should be from this finale? And they're like, because the ending was rushed. It was a rushed
I could see that
thing. Yeah. It was all put out and like, we got to get this done. We got to get this figured out. Let's go ahead and throw everything but this kitchen sink at it.
I could see that. Like, I didn't feel that way when I watched it. I did see some weird stuff, like I said, with like the dancing and stuff like that. And like it did feel rushed. You're right, because like when they're on the motorcycle, they just drove away. I actually, when the episode started, now thinking back, I had a couple drinks in me, so don't take my word for too strong. But like when it first started, I was like, did I skip an episode? Because they just jump right in and so much is happening. It's not like Game of Thrones rushed or anything like that, but like when it first started, and she's like, they're on their motorcycle driving away, and she's like squeezing him and like hold it, and I was like, wait, this just feels like so fast. Like they were not ready for this yet.
Maybe it was also
in the last episode.
Maybe it was editing. I don't know, because they walk out of the building that the business they all open up. They're all happy. They use blood money for good things, as Ads was telling Adrian that you must do, and manipulating him to do so. And then after that, they're at the concert. Just the chick, I can't remember her name. And Harcourt and Peacemaker, and they're celebrating with Foxy Shazam, and no one else is there. And then he goes back to his hotel, and then they kidnap him.
Yeah,
like, what is this? we were just leaving in the middle of the day, and you all were happy. I thought you guys were to go out celebrate at Applebee's or something, have some chicken wings. No, it's just, and then I thought it was a flashback again.
Well, also, that was confusing. You're right. And then before I forget, dude, I got one of the greatest moments in TV history was that song. Did you hear the song? It's like, you're fucking my heart in the ass.
Dude, it's weird too, because I wasn't listening to the lyrics at first. I just thought it was like a sappy rock song, and then I started listening to it. I was like that moment in Old School where Will Ferrell was dancing with his wife, and he was just, I really fucking need you tonight, and he was like, because it just comes out of nowhere. You're like, what? What was that?
No, surely not.
Yeah,
I pulled it up. If you guys just didn't hear it, I got to show you just a clip of it, dude, because it's Steel Panther. I kind of figured it would be, because they have songs about like glory holes and crap like that, but it's in that old school kind of 80s vibe. But yeah, this song over and over again. You're fucking my heart in the ass, like 1,000 times in the episode, and it just kept going and going and going.
It was good. It was actually good. I was like, I'd listen to that shit.
I would play a snippet of it for you guys.
Dude, I wish we could get a hold of Steel Panther and use that as our intro song for morning shows.
Oh my god, that's a great
idea.
Just
for like these particular times when we do like morning shows. I know it's noon technically, but it would be funny to have that as like an opening. Like, just be fucking my heart in the ass.
I love that, dude. That's a great idea. But no, dude, I was literally thinking earlier when I was mopping the floor, I was thinking to myself, I was like, dude, and again, I love this season. It's a 9.5 out of 10 whole season for me.
Yeah.
I think you're right about everything you're saying about the episode, but I was so wrapped up in the emotion of it all, like him coming to peace with what happened with his family, and him thinking that like all these things in his life happened because he's like cursed. I thought that was actually like really, really fucking good. The writing in that was really good. And then him coming out of it, and people kind of having like almost an intervention with him, saying like, you're actually a good dude. You're not bad. Like, I was caught up in the emotion and the comedy and all that of it all. But another dumbass thing that they did was, dude, there's no way if he's in jail for the crimes he committed that they would give him bail at all. They wouldn't just let someone bail him out.
I mean, they could set a high number. Like, they still have to give him his legal right or whatever.
Don't they just deny it a lot of times, though?
They could, if they felt he was a flight risk. So I mean, you could go that route, but I don't know. I guess they had to figure out a way to rush this ending as quickly as they could. They had to get to that finish line. Dale Earnhardt Jr. And I don't even watch NASCAR, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I give it a 9.5 too. I love the season. I thought the season was really good. I liked it a lot. And then you get to this, the points come off for the ending for me.
Sure.
I just feel like there's so much more that could have been done. This has been crazy. And I'm like, I don't know if I like that. There was rumors that LaFour was going to be turned out to be Martian Manhunter. And I was like, no,
dude, to keep him around longer.
Martian Manhunter is like a serious, like, he's like, a good two shoes. He wouldn't have been like saying the stuff that LaFour's is doing, but it would have been weird and funny if they had popped up at the end and he had replaced LaFour's and was actually Martian Manhunter for a second. Yeah. Then there was, we could have had Green Lantern show up. I know we had, what's his name? Buttercup McCupson with the bowl cut in the first episode.
Yeah.
But we could have had Jon Stewart. We could have had Hal Jordan. I don't know, somebody, because they're going to have a Lanterns show.
I think I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I never expected anybody to show up in this one. I guess I probably should have. I mean,
well, I guess
didn't
Daddy
expect a
lied to me,
cameo.
and I believe Daddy for the last time.
Did he say like there was going to be a huge cameo?
He said it was going to be bursting with cameos.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So egg on
He just
my
meant
face.
banned.
Dad. Yeah. I guess you really aren't coming back from the store with cigarettes and milk.
Maybe he was thinking of the unfolding chambers or whatever.
Well,
and just like the monsters and shit.
Maybe we sound like entitled bitches and we just wanted that, but don't promise it. Don't promise it if it's not going to happen. I mean, I'm not saying that it should have happened, but you could have at least given us an episode that felt like a finale and not like a major cliffhanger that we have to never see. We'll get the resolution in a movie in DC, but I just feel like if you're going to wrap up if you're never going to come back and do another season of Peacemaker, which they may not, because again, according to numbers, it didn't do very well. You can at least go out on a high note in some way, or like with a cool cameo. I guess the ending of season 1, the Justice League showed up.
Yeah, I think maybe, I mean, there was Lex Luthor 2 episodes ago, right? So I think that was probably the biggest one. And then, I mean, I don't know. For me, I always expected this to bleed out into the ocean that is the DCU. And like all these characters are going to continue on because the chess company or whatever it's called. What's it called?
Okay, well, Stacey said he didn't. He said one big cameo and smaller ones, which we got. Well, if you're talking about the smaller ones, or like the zoom in on that company that most people, I didn't know what the fuck that was, I guess. And I guess the big one was Nelson. Was the bad Nelson. Look, it was in the title, obviously.
Damn, it was called Full Nelson. I just realized that. Checkmate. So Checkmate's the thing in the comics. It's like another faction, a group. But I mean, that wasn't a big thing to me because like they're already a group. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought it was, yeah. And again, maybe it was a big deal for people that like have religiously read DC, and they'd be like, oh, they would have done the thing Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh my God, they would have been drinking. Like, I know that, but yeah. I don't religiously read it, so I didn't know. And I'd never even heard of it before. Did they even introduce that in the movies in Suicide Squad before? I don't think they did. Maybe they did. I don't know.
I think this was the first. It was the creation of it.
Okay, so. Stacey, yes, Lex Luthor, but he was in the last episode or the episode before last. If he was just talking about though, he was going to have one cameo for the entire season, then maybe I read him wrong. But I thought he said the finale was going to have a big cameo.
I know he said today that he wanted it to be Deadpool. He wanted Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool to be in one of the unfolding chamber doors, but they couldn't figure it out. He said it was gonna take too much figuring that out with Marvel. And he was like, now that's all anybody's going to talk about. But that would have been amazing. That would have been really cool. I don't know. I just think James Gunn, I'm torn on him, man. I really am, because like he does so much shit. I don't like it. He never shuts up. He never gets his face out of the press. He seems to have like an ego thing to me, but he's also, again, like this show was written so good. I have to give him props. I think he just has, maybe he has like hot wife-itis. Like, or my wife is too hot for me-itis. Like, I think he wants to like be looked at as this big, just insane genius. So I think he's getting a little Jordan Peele, a little too high on his own supply. And sometimes that's why you get like these slow motion, weird dance scenes in the middle of a fucking show that stops the story. But apart from that, again, still 9.5 out of 10. I still absolutely love the season.
Yeah, I still reckon if you like Peacemaker season 1, you'll still like this season for sure. I give it a 9.5 as well. I think James Gunn, I think he pops his mouth off way too much lately. He's been doing that. And then I think that, I think someone did say that too. I read that. They were like, he's getting high off his own supply. He's constantly thinking he's making genius type moves, and not everything you're doing is genius type moves. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's overthinking some shit.
I think that he's got a good idea. He's got a good grip of where he wants to go with the DC universe. But at the end of the day too, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, not everything you do has to be like a fun, artsy fartsy type of episode where it's all like, look at us, we're poking fun of ourselves because we're, you know what I mean? Like, we get it.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
I think he shines when he can be immature and just let his comedy tie into these larger than life characters. And I think he gets too bad when he does exactly what you talk about, trying to get too artistic and like, oh, look at me, I have white hair. But it's
by the way, Stacey, I appreciate you, man, because Stacey does disagree with us quite a bit, but he doesn't respect. He goes, I agree with the complaints. I just think it was more good than bad. That's what
I agree too.
We're saying that. I'm not. I said this episode was good up until the last few. I said the last 20 minutes because then it felt rushed. They were trying to get to the ending as quickly as they could.
You know what I think bothers me about him? I just now realized this, dude. He kind of feels like a kid who has like the coolest toys because he has rich parents, but he's like, I'll let you play with it maybe on Saturday. Like he's like the way he talks about all these characters. Like somebody asked him about Chris's brother coming back, and his answer's always like that with that shit. He was like, well, I have a plan for it, but I don't know if you'll see him or not again. It just depends on if I could figure it out. And he always says shit like that. And I'm like, dude, it's always so you-centric. It's like you're putting all these characters in your tum-tum. And I know that's the truth, but you seem to like almost get off on it a little bit. Like, we'll see, little people, if I decide to show you that character again. You know,
you can play with my toys if you put a finger up your butt. What? You got to do it. And I got to
It'll be like both of ours, but it can stay at my house.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes that I don't know, man. I just feel like I think that's a pretty good description of him getting high on his own supply. But again, we'll see what happens in the future. He took something like Peacemaker, which probably nobody thought was going to do shit, and made it awesome. He did make it. I liked it a lot, even though the numbers don't reflect it. I thought both seasons were good.
And ironically, I think it's a hard thing to market. Like, especially season 2, like you're not going to jump in and watch Peacemaker season 2 if you didn't watch season 1. So that's like no new audience possible. Almost. It's almost no new audience possible. And then you just have to hope your other audience comes back. And even though they were hard to get, because be honest, I don't think anybody gave a flying fuck about Peacemaker and his stupid helmet that much before they gave this a chance. Maybe some people liked him in Suicide Squad or whatever, but like this show did such a good job like unveiling that character and making him consequential that it's a bummer that no one's going to see that. But it really was fucking awesome.
So I guess we'll have to wait till Supergirl to figure out what happened to Peacemaker or any kind of resolution on him.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an ongoing thing.
By the way, somebody did say Checkmate was Green Arrow and other heroes join it along the line.
Okay. Batman's in it at one point. I think.
Dude, they got it. I hope to God, James Gunn, like even like it somewhat considers. I know he's a little older now, but Stephen Amell should come back as Green Arrow. He's the only one for the WB shit that I was like, that guy can do it. Grant Gustin was good too. I'm not saying Grant Gustin sucked or anything as Flash, but I never really got into the Flash season 1 was good, and then after that, it's like we are the Flash. It's like this is stupid. This is dumb. It's gay. I don't like that. Where they were like, we are the Flash. It's like, oh, actually, Barry Allen's the Flash. You're the helpers. He's the kid. He's the star. You are the background actors. But honest to God, Stephen Amell was always great. I would love to see him back as Green Arrow. He would have fit right in with the Snyder universe. I'm actually well. I guess they just want another like bow and arrow guy because it would have been too much like Hawkeye.
That's true. And honestly, if it's not Stephen Amell, I'm pretty cool with them not bringing out Green Arrow for like ever.
Green Arrow is a weird one. Well, Green Arrow is a strange one. Like Green Arrow is kind of cool. Like I get it. He's supposed to be like Robin Hood. He wears the green colors, and he's kind of like he's loose with the mouth and the butt. But at the end of the day, I kind of get. And he's also a rich boy. I don't know, man. I just don't like. I don't know. I know people love him though. He's kind of like he's like a PG-13 Deadpool.
Yeah. And I'm cool. Yeah, it's again, James Gunn's so obsessed with like telling these tales of like characters that nobody gives a shit about. But also, it's like, hey, babe, hey, what's going on, Batman, dude? What the fuck is going on with Batman? But then when he's right, he's right. You know, I mean, I fucking love Peacemaker now. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy now, and that I wouldn't have that. You know, we wouldn't have that if it weren't for him. We'd still not know who the fuck they were.
I don't think we're gonna get who we want.
Alan Richardson.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, I think he pretty much said as much. They're going to bring him in as Spotted Owl or some gay shit like that.
Well, he could be a good Ultraman if they were going to, but I don't. Even though Ultraman, I know he's the evil version of Superman, so they would just cast Corn Sweat as the opposite. But I don't know, man. Yeah, it sucks. We'll see what happens. But it kind of the whole thing, like my sex life, was disappointing.
It's like we got Daniel Day-Lewis, everybody. There's like, who's this? Like, dude, he's going to play the Joker. And James Scott, like, no. He will be Condiments Man.
Yeah.
And you will love it.
He will be the guy giving you the condiments at the drive-through window.
I drink your ketchup.
I didn't lie. Yeah. But there we are. There we go. That's so what did we learn about this season that was great? Well, LaForge is awesome and he stole the show. That's it. Tim Meadows is an amazing actor, is an amazing talent, and he stole the show. That's what we learned.
And I really love his best friend. I always forget his name. Violator.
Vigilante. Adrian.
Vigilante. Yeah. I think he's fucking fantastic, dude. Those are probably my two favorites.
He's crazy when you watch him when he's met, like when people go to cons and stuff, they meet him. I love actually that guy. Like he's got a smoking wife too. Oh my God. He's British. Adrian. Vigilante.
Never mind. I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, mate. I can't do a British accent. He's like, yeah, I was really excited that James picked me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is these words coming out of your mouth at that tinged accent? It's the same thing when you look at Henry Cavill. Well, actually, Henry Cavill did look slightly British, but Adrian does not look British at all.
Yeah, no, and that's another thing, dude, I love about James Gunn is like he's not afraid to make his characters actually flawed. Like he has balls that Marvel does not have to do that. Like Adrian yelling at his mom.
Dude, he was mean to his mom. Yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, the only way that she's gonna know your name is if you both do cunnilingus together, and she could call you Lee. And he was like, "Oh, now I gotta think about you all eating each other's pussy."
I'm cool with murdering the cops. I was like, God damn.
Well, and yeah, I don't know. What was the one disappointing thing about the season that you can think of? I mean, this finale was bad.
To be honest with you, dude, like I don't. The only thing I could possibly say is that they're the very very end. I would have rather had like a big final moment, and it doesn't feel like it had that. But other than that, man, I kind of loved fucking everything.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest disappointment for me is that they didn't. I wanted to see Green Lantern again. I didn't want to see Guy Gardner. I wanted to see John Stewart. I wanted to see.
There's a show coming out. It's like a buddy cop Green Lantern show with Kyle Chandler and I can't remember the dude's name. That's coming.
I'm excited about the Lantern. It was called the Lantern or the Lantern Corps or whatever.
Maybe
Lanterns. Yeah. But either way, it was still a good season. That was it.
Yeah. I'm sad it's over though. I'm sad that it's fucking done. Apparently.
Yeah. Was it? There was just so much they introduced throughout the entire season that we just didn't get any kind of resolution on. I don't know. I just feel like we could have got more out of some things that they didn't wind up having time to do, or they didn't know what to do with.
I think it's again. I think all of this is going to be setting up the next DCU movies, which again that just ties back to the same. Gunn can run his mouth all as one about does this work as a standalone thing, and I think a lot of it does. But you're right. If this season ended this way, it would not feel complete. Like if there was no Peacemaker 3, it would not feel complete. Now we know it's going to run into the other movies, but like, So
I guess entitlement might be strong. Like I said, maybe we're just too entitled, and maybe it was like an M. Night Shyamalan thing. He's like, well, I don't want to keep doing big surprise cameos at the end. Like we did the Justice League in season 1. We don't need to have a big one, a big reveal at the end of this one too. And I was like, but you already had like Nicholas Hoult show up as Lex Luthor, and you had Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl show up at the beginning of episode 1.
My apologies, everyone. I just housed a Jimmy John sandwich right before we started filming, and it's talking back at me.
Oh, Jimmy John.
Yeah,
you get it toasted.
No, I never get Jimmy John's toasted. I get it hollowed out. Get turkey. I had a turkey Tom.
Reminds me of Little Giants when Ed O'Neill was like, because he's got Cheetos in his helmet. He's like, crunchy or puffed? He's like, puffed. He's like, wuss.
They got a new Italian menu over there. They got like cheesy pizza ones. I haven't tried those yet. I need to. All right, let's get to you guys. Trick Switch says, I became a YouTube member. Hey welcome, sir. I like your Mickey Mouse IP, and I like that you're a member. Byron Hansen said, last stream at 1 hour and 11 minutes was funny as fuck with the dog. I nearly shat myself. Is that when I walked away and told us when you were his dick out, probably?
Dude, it zoned out like on drugs.
You guys are lucky his little fucking red rocket wasn't out. Sometimes when he sits like that, he has that stupid look on his face. His wang will just be dangling out. And you're like, dude, put your dick away.
Yeah. At least you're not electrocuted get like other streamers.
Dude, I don't know who the fuck that guy is, but I saw that clip.
He's a left-leaning political commentator, and there's so much sweeping going on for him. It's like it's actually not a shot caller. It's like it clearly is. It clearly is a shot caller. He's rating the shit out of him to keep the dog there so it doesn't move because it's a background prop for his show. And it moved, it yelped. It was like he pushed a button to make it screech. And they were like, it's not a shot caller. Like it's a shot caller. It's a shot caller. It's a total shot caller.
Didn't he make a comment also like about like, well, the dog's spoiled because of my mom or something like that?
I don't follow him. I know mom? Who. What?
It's like you live with your mom, bro?
No, he does. I don't know what his.
Does he not?
He's a multimillionaire. I know that. He's a multimillionaire that like is raging against capitalism and shit like that. But he's a multimillionaire and he lives in like Hollywood or LA. But
yeah, I stay so far away from all that shit. I know.
But that's all I know is
that clip.
Yeah, well, that because there's no excuse. You're trying to sit there and act like nothing happened, but you totally did it. You raised the shit out of it.
There was a baseball commentator. They caught him on a clip. He was watching a Tigers game, right? And you guys might know who this guy is. I don't, but it was funny as fuck too because I had his laptop and he's like one more strike, and then you see him look up because someone comes in the room. God. Oh, that was the one, by the way. I got it out. I'm good. I got my wiggles out.
Good stuff.
He hits the mute button on his thing, and he looks up, and you can see him mouth, "Get the fuck upstairs."
To his wife?
No, to his mom, dude.
Oh.
His mom came downstairs and said, "Get the fuck upstairs." That's what it looked like, he said. And then when he turned the mic back on, he goes, "Oh, sorry, my knee hit the mute button. I don't know what's wrong with my shit." And someone's like, "Dude, did you just yell at your mom to go the fuck upstairs?" And he's like, "No, dude." He's like, "I hit the mute button on accident."
That reminds me of that. Who was that announcer that was really famous for sports commentary? I think it was for baseball, and he just passed a couple of years ago. But he was the one in Major League. He's like, he's gonna have to have a rocket up his ass to catch this one, or that baby's out of here. He goes, if that's not Shaquille O'Neal on the outfield, that one's gone. That guy was a known like famous commentator, and it reminds me of when Norm Macdonald said that he went to a game with them, and he was like, the guy let him up in the booth and was like showing him how he ran the thing and commentating on the baseball game, and he's like, he got it down to a science. He would talk dirty in the middle of the game, and he would be able to hit that mute button and do it like flawlessly. He would be like, "Yeah, we got somebody on third. It looks like it's coming up on the bottom of the eighth." He's like, "Look at the cans on that one in the section 2. Back to the action."
Look at the fun bags on that house hound.
That was like what he would talk. Yeah, it was funny.
I know who you're talking about. I love that fucking guy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
See, that's the thing though. Like, if you're gonna do live streaming, like, you really can't have skeletons in the closet, because they will come out. That's why Jay and I put ours on display for everyone to see. We're alcoholic, immature assholes.
Yeah.
So we put that full frontal, that way you won't be surprised by it when it leaks out.
No case study needed, sir.
Byron says, Jeepers Creepers Reborn, Wrong Turn 6, Hellraiser, Deader, Thanks Killing, Freddy's Dead. I want to throw up just reading these. Or Leatherface 2017. Which one is the best? Fuck, which one was Deader?
Deader was the one where I think that was after, was it 7? It was the one where there was like a cult of people that were trying to live forever. And
the journalist was,
and it was like in the subway. Yeah, Alyssa Milano, is that her name?
Yeah, that may have been her.
She was in it. Yeah, that was a terrible movie. It was stupid.
And yet I'm gonna pick that one for this list. I hate all those movies so fucking much.
Man.
That one had Lance Henriksen in it, at least. No, I'm thinking of Hellworld.
That was a really, you should have picked Hellworld. That was the worst one. Because that had Henry Cavill in it too. And it was just terrible. It was all digitized bullshit.
That was their Scream movie.
Yeah, I'll do that as well. Because I don't like any of the other ones either. Freddy's Dead. I know that Freddy's Dead's a pop culture thing. And maybe for the references, the Mapsos were fucked. Maybe like there's some moments in it that were funny, and like the Nintendo Power Glove stuff is kind of cool when you're watching it. And that's the only good thing you can take away from it. But overall, that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Cheesy as shit.
Yeah, I get depressed when I watch it, no matter how fun it is, because of how shitty the ending was.
Yeah.
Kids.
It's got a great song too. Goo Goo Dolls, Awake. That's an awesome opening.
Yeah, it is. Great question though, Byron. Courtney Jay, I know. Good to see you again, Courtney. Patreon stream Saturday night. Jay, I know that house was quiet after the Giants win. Were you afraid to cheer?
I didn't say anything. I felt like I abused housewife. We were watching it on the Amazon Prime, and she was like pissed. Well, she'd also put money on the Eagles to win, and I told her to. I was like, "There's no way the Giants are going to win."
Dude, you're the worst fucking fan ever.
Oh my god, dude! It's because she was trying to win us money too, and also they were 0-4 or whatever. And I was like, "There's no way." I was like, and also it was my wife. I'm trying to make her happy, so I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, put your money on there. You're going to win." And I actually did not expect them to win. And then when it happened, she was like looking over. I was like, that was a good game. Good game. Sorry about that.
Oh man, I only put money on the Giants because 60% of the public bet on the Eagles, and when that happens, you pretty much go the other way because Vegas knows something you don't. I don't know what they knew, but they knew Jack Smart was about to belt the Eagles.
Well, her bet wasn't right. I mean, she bet like four of the guys to get the reception for touchdown. I'm like, that's rough. That's a rough one.
Yeah, you really got to know what you're doing when you make those.
She bet like $10, which is fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. And it was like if you got like she could have won 1,600 but I was like, that's the reason why you're going to win so much is that's like a hard thing to predict. All 4 of those guys had to get touchdowns.
Yeah, and I won $25, but I put $25 on El Giantos,
and then I used it for my Jimmy John.
Yeah, it's probably more expensive than the $25 I won, but that stays in my betting account. Byron says Tron Uprising was such a good show, but got canceled after the first season. It was needed to explain the in-between story of the first Tron Legacy. I didn't even know there was a Tron show, dude.
I didn't either.
That's crazy.
It was a fart in the night. I literally didn't remember anything about it.
Courtney Raids. I just read that. I'm a fucking idiot. My apologies, Courtney. Mike Barton says, I hope we get a Lanterns teaser soon.
Should be. I would say it's probably going to be up pretty soon as far as another trailer for it or giving a trailer for it.
They really should have used it to market this. They should have said, hey, at the end of the show tonight, there will be a Lanterns teaser or in the middle of it or something. Get people to watch who weren't watching. And that would have been smart. Bip Bop Boop says, are you worried about DC's future under L. James Gunn?
I think the next couple of movies are going to be telling. Like it really going forward with Batman, that's going to be a big one. Like how he does Batman, that's going to be huge for James Gunn. So I can't really say. I mean, there's parts of me that says, nah, it'll be all right. And there's other parts like, I don't know.
Yeah, I stay away from the political shit. There was a couple moments this season where I was like, oh my God.
There,
you know
yeah, I mean? there was one
there.
specific, and then Gubbing coming out after that and doubling down on it in interviews is stupid. He's like, just dumb. Just don't do that.
So I worry about that, and again, I worry that he's got too much hubris right now. But we'll see. When he's on, he's fucking great. Sid Ross says, "Thanks for streaming today. Having a bad week. Love you guys and everyone here. Hey man, I hope your weeks gets better. Let's put that in the universe for you."
Thank you, Sid Ross, for being here, my dude.
Man of Tomorrow says supposedly this ending is going to lead to Man of Tomorrow.
You're not going to be in it.
Fucking my heart in the fucking my heart in the ass. Planet Salvation is where Darkseid tests his parademons for training. Oh, damn.
That's cool. I didn't know that. That's okay. Well, a little bit better, but I didn't know that.
I do. Yeah, there's kind of a Lost angle to that as well, like the smoke monster in the woods. Logan Mythak says, you guys going to see the new Tron? Loved Legacy. Daft Punk's soundtrack for Legacy is easily one of the greatest soundtracks in all cinematic films. Not a Daft Punk guy, but I am a fucking Nine Inch Nails guy, dude. And the song, the new song that's on there is a badass track.
I'm thinking about. I don't know. I mean, we had 3C on, which by the way was awesome. Good time last stream, and he said he'd seen it, said it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
He said that and of course, I was like, well, we were hoping for Jared Leto. And he's like, nah, Jared Leto kind of sucked. I was like, so far for the course.
Yeah. I see, for me, I'd have to, I haven't seen any Tron movies, so there's a lot of homework involved. So I don't know if I'm going to see it.
You just had to see. Well, I would just say you got to watch Tron, the newest one. You don't have to go back. Well, the original one, I don't know. Yeah, you don't have to do much. There was only 2 movies before this one.
Yeah, but that's a lot for a movie that I'm not even sure I want to see. You know what I mean? JK says, Matt, I missed the 3C stream. The topic of celeb lookalikes was brought up. Also, always thought Clean Shaven Jay looked a bit like Robert Greene from Pulp Fiction. That's the guy's name. You could.
I've heard of him. Yeah, is that the guy from The Mask that became evil when he puts the mask on? I've heard that too. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of masks, Peter Green. Peter Green.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, JK. Speaking of masks, got to bring this up before we go anywhere. And don't worry, we'll get to the rest of y'all's super chats. We appreciate them. We really do. This story came out today, and it's kind of interesting. Worth talking about. If I can fucking find it. Where are you?
Tell me.
Oh my fucking God, dude. Okay, there it is. This came out yesterday, I guess. About Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis opened her fucking mouth. I'm just kidding. She didn't say anything bad, which is surprising, honestly. But no, in the new book, Horror's New Wave, which I want, but it's like $40. So I might not purchase.
Look at the artwork. You're not going to pay for it for that? It really went all out.
I hope it's like a coffee table size book. I think it is a coffee table book. So maybe that's why it's so expensive. But Jamie Lee Curtis was talking about, and they bring up again the fact that the original ending of Halloween Ends, which, by the way, I did not know this, was originally called Halloween Dies. I don't know which one's better, honestly. Halloween Ends is not a great title. But Halloween Dies could be cooler. I don't know. But anyways,
I wish your character had died.
Yeah. But she said that the original ending is Halloween Ends, originally entitled Halloween Dies, was a scene in a mask factory, obviously Silver Shamrock, right? We knew this in part. She said, you see a conveyor belt of masks being manufactured. They're Michael Myers masks, which was saying we're all monsters. This is the part that we didn't know, which is fucking dumb. we're all monsters. The ending was saying we're all monsters if we put on the mask. It's not just Michael. It's all of us if we wear the mask. And yet somehow it didn't satiate. I think it was too intellectual for this finale. It was a big swing, and I honor and support the big swing. We knew this because Christopher Nelson also said a while back that they even had him make a bunch of Silver Shamrock masks for the conveyor belt ending, which I do think that ending tying into Silver Shamrock would have been cool. But the thought that Michael's only Michael because he wears the fucking mask is absolutely retarded.
Oh my God. We are Michael Myers. No, that's stupid. that is Michael Myers. You are not Michael Myers. You do not get to play like Michael Jordan just because you laced up some Air Jordans, you stupid fucks. Michael Jordan is a goddamn star. You are idiots beneath his grace. I hate when they do that shit, dude. They're like, we have to make this about humanity in some way. Like, no, fuck you. It's not. It's a monster movie. It's about a psycho kid from down the street that lost his mind and butchered his sister's titties and then got out and was like, I'm gonna butcher some more titties and no one can stop me because I got the powers of the devil. And they're like, that's scary. You know why? Because you don't know why the fuck this is happening. But when you try to explain it, like, yes, it's collective of like humanity and this is what society has brought out of him. Like, shut the fuck up and go make me a tea.
Yeah, dude, I absolutely loathe that, and I'm getting as the days go on. I judge Blumhouse less, and I judge David Gordon Green more. The more and more I think about it, because like, dude, he was always trying to do some over the top, fucking elevated horror shit with Michael Myers that made him same story as James Gunn. Like what we were talking about, like the hubris, like, oh, I've got to make it so intellectually blibbity blip. And like, if that comes naturally, fine. But he was always doing shit like this. And dude, it completely ruins the fucking franchise if you were to do that, by the way. Yeah. Completely. Like all the cool ideas we had, Calls of Thorn, demons, the fucking people in the Celtic days dancing with their dicks out.
He fought Busta Rhymes. The man's been through enough. He got his ass kicked in the garage by Busta Rhymes.
You're gonna condense all that down to like the haunted mask from Goosebumps. Like it really would have been Jim Carrey's The Mask, dude. That's the story. You put on the mask, you become Michael fucking Myers. Yeah. Holy shit. That's dumb.
So, well,
I can't believe they even thought that.
Yeah, and as far as like tying it into Halloween 3, that's cool. And not you know, I just watched an interview with well, it's not an interview, they're like clips of John Carpenter talking about Halloween 3, and he still admits to this day, he was like, yeah, when the movie came out, it did bad. And we were in the theater and they were like, oh, Michael's not in it. And he was like, oh boy, I really fucked up. When John Carpenter knew, he was like, oh boy, I really fucked up. Because he didn't really want to even make the Halloween 2. He just wanted to do Halloween and do that Chronicle shit. And I was like, it was never going to work, dude. You made such an iconic character. Everyone loved that character. Everyone wants to know more about that character, that you can't just immediately give that tingle to everyone and then be like, no more tingles. Now it's time for masks haunting children. Like, all right, well,
get your squiggles out somewhere else, you little bastards. Yeah, so I thought that was fucking crazy, dude. Oh my god, Michael, I want to know why we're getting a Revenge of La Llorona. Yeah, dude, they just said that they're working on a fucking La Llorona sequel.
I don't think did they do that? Now they're just going crazy because they were like, supposedly they were just going through all the Warren's old case files and just making those into movies. And did they even do a go back to Llorona?
Yeah, there was the Curse of La Llorona.
No, I know, but did the Warrens investigate it more than once?
I don't think that had anything to do with the Warrens.
Did it not? Oh, maybe.
No, I think that was a separate entity.
Oh, it's because it's part of the Conjuring universe, isn't it?
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what was going on for sure.
Yeah, dude, Llorona sucked ass, dude. It sucked big ding dongs.
Same director of Conjuring 3 and 4. That guy sucks. Michael Chavez, terrible. Hey, welcome, Christopher Stops.
Hey, Chris, by the way, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I feel like it's been a minute, Chris. Good to see you, bud. The Truck Wash Bathroom Studios also
face,
became a member.
That's the face. Hey, that's the face I gave my wife last night after the Giants won. I was like,
that's.
I was like, what do you do?
Michael Parton, Jay was watching that game. Like they scored a touchdown, and he was like, "Home run! I love it."
Then I ran away. I was like, "Can't find me, huh? Can't find me." She like shoot bullets.
Michael Parton said, "I binged the super hot gay series last night on Netflix. It's called Boots. It's one of those gay military dramedies. It's a bit emotional too. I like that you say it's one of those gay military dramedies. Like that's like a thing. Like that's like a whole genre. It's like, oh damn it, another gay military dramedy." It's so specific.
I watched it too. I mean, no, I didn't. That's stupid. I didn't.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I hope you had a great time. Tom Buck says, hey guys, would pay good monies to watch J.S. Slenderman talk about Shadows and Mood with Dave McRae.
I think Dave McRae would pay good money for that not to happen. That's what I think. I think that's what would happen.
You should tell Dave, hey, I want to come on the show. He'd be like, great. He'd be like, but only as Slenderman. And
No,
I don't want you to explain it to your audience.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, but I don't want to do that. And I don't think he would want that either. Dave would be like, all right, after 5 minutes, like, this is fucking, like, he would, like, mute. He's like, mute. He's like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk about Shadows here.
Oh, dude. Tomorrow night on the Patreon stream, we got to do some prank calls as Slenderman. Because I think it would take people a while before they understood that you're pranking them. Because he's so nice. That could go on.
And they might not know. They might think it's like a special needs person or something.
Yeah.
And they might not yell at us right away. Which makes me feel bad that now that we're playing on people's empathy.
We'll see what happens, man. Take it or leave it says, my men, check out Traumatica trailer. I've seen it already, my friend. Did that already come out though?
I don't know.
Like, I feel like Traumatica came out a while ago.
It reminds me of the title of it sounds like that Halle Berry movie that she did, Gothica.
Yeah, no, we watched this in a stream. I mean, we watched this in a stream because everybody was talking about it for a minute there. I just completely forgot it. I don't know when it comes. Oh, yeah, it came out already. It's already been out.
Oh,
it came out September 12th. Christopher Sampson, what's up, dude? He said, hey, dudes, Jay, I hope you taken your glory last night with the Giants beating up the Eagles last night. I wish Andy Matichek will be cast in any new Friday the 13th movies. How are you, Mike? I'm great, man. I'm great. I got a little indigestion right now from the Jimmy John sandwich. But other than that, I'm having a great time. Looking forward to having a fucking weekend of football.
Andy Matichek. Yeah, she'd be great. I don't know where she's gone. Like, as far I figured she would have been in a lot more movies than she's. I don't know. I'm actually shocked. But see, Friday the 13th is one of those weird ones, dude, because they don't even know what they're going to do moving forward. Like, it's so confusing about what we're going to get in the future. I mean, you got the TV show, which is going to be about Pamela. And I know there's people that love Pamela. I was talking shit on the whole last stream. People like, actually, she's a very interesting character. It's like, okay, I got you. I guess she is to some. I just think she's boring as fuck, okay, with her old granny hair. And once you find out her secret after the first one, I don't give a fuck. I jump over that one to go to the backhead Jason. But anyway,
yeah, like crazy middle-aged women are a dime a dozen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they hang out at Starbucks fucking parking lots. Everyone sees them every morning, or the drop-off line at school. You see them all the time.
100%.
Same look. But no, I literally skip over. If I'm going to do a Friday the 13th run at all, I skip over the first one and go right into part 2. That's just what you do. So anyway, Andy Matichek not being included, they just don't even know what they really want to do. The TV show about Pamela, don't care. I want to see a movie. The movie rights thing, I'm still fucking confused. We've talked about it numerous times, and I'm still like, who owns it? Like, can we make a Jason mask and call it Jason Voorhees? Like, no. You can make the mask, but you can't call it Crystal Lake. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just all over the place. I don't know. It's so crazy, dude. They couldn't have figured out some way to bring those people together and settle that lawsuit in a more amicable way where we could have had those fucking movies. Holy shit!
I know.
But now splitting it and doing this whole Jason universe thing, I was like, what the fuck is this?
They do say that they are doing a movie and a game. So I guess we'll see. By the way, Andy Matichek, I looked her up real quick too, because it has been a minute since we've seen her, unfortunately. I was like, I hope that like the stuff with Halloween Ends didn't I hope no one's blaming her for that, because she was fantastic in those movies. Yeah. But she has a movie that's already in post-production coming up called Serena. So it's a thriller movie. So hopefully that rips. And
I liked her in Malignant. Was that the one that she did?
No, Son
was good.
Yeah. Like she should have been in Malignant though. She would have been good in that as well. Love you, Chris. You're the best, dude. Eric Hess says, Lewis, talk dirty to me. Tell me how you're going to let Mikey free while looking into my eyes. He said, just kidding, but I kind of want to see this.
No, well, I'm not going to kid when I say this, Eric. Go fuck yourself. You Lauren Rivera weirdo. Go get a restraining order. Well, I'm talking to Lauren, by the way, Eric.
Must be like, I don't fuck men face to face.
I don't want to look you in the eyes because I feel bad for
you. Tiffany says, hey guys, it took me 7 hours to wrap the last 2 boxes sending today. One is huge. It's huge one is already there. Okay, I'll stop by the PO box today, Tiffany.
Hey, thank you, Tiffany.
If you could vacate anywhere, where would you go? Hawaii for me. I know that's some basic bitch shit, but there's just a deep part of me that's always wanted to go to Hawaii. Maybe it's because my dad fucked my mom in the ocean there, and that's when I was born.
I feel connected to the Honolulu waves.
Yeah, he busted a nut all up in my mom in the ocean of Hawaii. So I apologize for being so disgusting reading your super chat, Tiffany. I'm embarrassed with myself.
I don't know. I guess I go to fucking where there's no people. I'll go to Antarctica.
That's such a depressing answer, dude.
I know. I
like anywhere in the world, you're like, I just want to be alone in the cold.
I like that. Yeah, like the Incredible Hulk. He's like, he's always on the move. No, I like the cold weather, and I don't know. Antarctica would be kind of cool. I go down to the research space or area down there and like see what they're working on. I just don't want to run into the thing stuff. That's the only thing problem. But in real life, I just somewhere like north and like that's cool year round. Like I like cold weather. Because I love cold weather. I hate the fucking sun. I hate warm
You change your mind real quick when you get those like negative 5 degree fucking temperatures.
No, I love them. I love them. Makes me feel warm and toasty.
I like them teeny and toasty. Maybe we'll do a unboxing during the Patreon stream, some of that stuff, Tiffany. I don't know. Well, or maybe we'll save something for a big Halloween unboxing. I don't know, but I appreciate it very much. Holly Roxy.
Hey, thank you.
12 months, your 1 year anniversary. What should we get you? Says having a really rough time, but I'll be back. Love y'all. Hey, I'm sorry, Holly.
Sorry.
Seems like it's kind of going around, you know. Maybe it's maybe there's something in the air, but we'll fucking turn that.
I know that everyone's disappointed in the Peacemaker season 2 finale.
That's what she's upset about. That's what's really keeping her down, dude.
It's infectious. Yeah, me too. It's infectious.
I hope things get better, Holly. We love you. Take it or leave it says, feel better, Holly. Tip to fight depression: be of service to someone. Do someone's laundry. Yeah, dude, it always like kills my depression to do fucking laundry. Take it or leave it. I'm just messing with you. I get what you're saying. Give a ride, call grandma. Best way to get it out of your head. That's really good advice, man. Do something nice for someone else.
Yeah, what's that Ted Lasso? Isn't that he say that depression can't hit a moving target, so you got to have the music at you? Isn't that what the whole thing was?
It sounds like something Ted Lasso would say. I don't remember him saying that.
Well, there's a trend going around.
That shit?
No, the reason why I know about it, there's a trend going around where people are making videos and they're dancing, and it has like a line, and it's from Ted Lasso where he's dancing to "You Got the Music in You" by the New Radicals, and it says depression can't hit a moving target.
Maybe he did say that. Sounds like something he would say. Speaking of, honest to God, another tip for fighting depression: literally just watching Ted Lasso. I know that sounds dumb, but I'm telling you, that show, it's like the opposite of like something like The Sopranos, where it just shows the ugly in people, which entertaining, don't get me fucking wrong, obviously. Yeah. But when you watch that show, you just come away feeling better about life in its entirety. I don't know how to explain it, man. It's like a magic elixir. It's like listening to Blink 182. You know what I mean? It's just fucking makes you happy. But appreciate that take.
Or the Nelson Twins.
The Nelson Twins. Yeah. Fucking my heart in the ass. I know that wasn't them, but any chance to sing that song, I will take. Man of Tomorrow says, let's be honest, boys, a Halloween TV show is interesting, but Myers is made for the big screen, like my dick.
Yep.
Same for Jason. I'm into Crystal Lake, but not Pam.
Yeah. Agreement passed. Okay, Congress, we passed this shit 100%. That's exactly what it is. I don't know why it was even like the TV show stuff. It doesn't work for everything. I know that that's been like an easy out for a lot of people, a lot of writers to be able to do all this extra stuff, but it's not. It doesn't work for everything. Friday the 13th and Halloween are two most definite things it doesn't work for. Yeah, they don't need to have TV shows. Let's just get it back on the silver screen and have a good time with it, boys.
I couldn't agree more. Excuse me, I couldn't agree more. That being said, I'm also happy they're doing it because, like, I would take a movie in a heartbeat. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that we're getting it, I'm just happy to have content because I'm a dirty little whore.
The problem, and again, it wouldn't even be an issue if at least we were going to get Jason in Friday the 13th, and now it's all going to be focused on Pamela. Just like Man of Tomorrow was saying, I don't give a shit about Pamela's story. I don't.
Yeah,
her story was cool in the first one. You understand. You don't need 18,000 episodes to explain why she got fucked over by her ex-husband and all those kids. All them kids were mean about disabled son. Fuck them. Like, I don't need to know. Okay, we get it. I could have got that within 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah,
you know how they explain it really best in 2009 opening Friday the 13th with the flashbacks. Got everything I need to know.
I'm just really hoping it leads to Jason. So, like, I'm willing to give it a chance, but I totally agree. Oh God, there it was. I needed it so bad. I'm having trouble. CJG313 says, if y'all watch Ed Gain, 10 out of 10 need Jay to do the voice. Dude,
Ed Grin sounds like a henchman for the Joker. I have not seen it.
A, I'm not a huge Charlie Hunnam guy. B, I'm starting to get kind of fucking over Ryan Murphy and the sympathetic serial killer shit. Like at this point, it's just kind of weird to me, you know? Like just stop jerking off to serial killers all fucking day long. You do this like 3 times a year. I don't know. I'm kind of over it.
I did know he's got like a weird voice, and well, it's funny because I guess people are like, after my husband and I binge watched the Ed Gein show, and now he's been talking like that the entire time. So I guess he's got a very distinctive voice that he does.
I have no idea what it sounds like, but it sounds
I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I'll watch a clip
stupid
for it and maybe do it next time we're on stream, or do it tomorrow at the Patreon. I don't know. I guess it sounds like really distinctive, like I said. So
let me ask you a question, dude. Do apple buttered pork chops sound good to you?
Apple buttered pork chops?
Yeah, apple buttered pork chops.
Dude, it sounds like some kind of weird sex move in a way. Apple buttered pork chops. It's 1970s. I don't know. Actually, pork chops are good. I don't know about apple flavored pork chops.
Yeah, I'm just kind of upset with my family right now because I got all the shit together and I bought it because I was like, I want to make something fall tasting, you know, like nice fall meal. It's finally getting cold around here, and I went and bought all this shit because I was like, apple buttered pork chops. That sounds like that sounds like fall coming in your mouth. You know what I mean? So to me, it sounded like a great fucking idea, but everybody was like, ugh, that sounds disgusting. I'm not eating that shit. And I was like, and then the pork chops went bad because no one ever wanted
pork
to
chops
eat it,
are good. I think you can get over the fucking apple butter part of it. If you didn't like it, you'd be like, this is fucking pork chops. It's good.
It
so
actually,
you can still eat it.
The bedroom or the grill. Yeah, the grill. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it actually has apples in it.
I can't believe you let them go bad. You never let a pork chop go because they're fucking, that's good meat.
Yeah, I mean, it was like $10 for a bunch of bone-in pork, but like, yeah, it was just 2 days, and I don't dine on swine. Like I don't fuck with pork chop. If it's questionable, I'm just throwing that shit out because I just feel like pig would kill you before anything else would. Is that weird?
That it would kill you before like cow?
Like I'd rather eat questionable steak than anything. Second most scary thing to eat that's questionable, maybe bad, maybe not, would be chicken. But I think the most questionable, scary meat to eat would be, is it bad or is it still good pork? I think pork would be the one that would get you the sickest, right?
Yeah, I would say a questionable meat is somebody that you meet the first night and go, I do is better and eat that. What? No, I don't know. Yeah, I guess any meat that's expired would be probably problematic to try to. I was like, I'll cook the disease out of it. I'll just cook it on a really long time and it'll be fine.
They're always like, if you look it up, if you Google like how to tell if meat's bad, it's like, well, it'll have a rancid smell, and it'll be slimy. But like you get in your own head because you smell it. You're like, fuck, what does rancid smell like? It doesn't smell good because it's raw, like chicken or pork. That shit doesn't smell good. Raw beef maybe smells good.
I mean, it's rancid has got a very, you could definitely tell what rancid smells
but like how rancid? Like what if it's just barely turning and it's like deep
your second grade teacher's breath in the morning, like that bad, like rancid.
Yeah, like I know what like really old smells like, but what if it's just barely enough to get you sick? And like you don't want to feed it to the kids.
If it smells even a little bit like an unwashed twat, toss it.
I don't know what's that. What if what if it's fish? What if it's fish?
Well, fish is different. Fish has got a fishy smell, but it's like, rotting fish is a totally different smell than regular fish smell.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could. I'm not saying like full on. I'm just saying like maybe going bad because all meat's a little slimy. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel good to touch.
I just wouldn't take the chance if it's been expired for a little bit, even to fuck with that.
Yeah, I just if
salmonella or some shit.
When in doubt, throw it out. That's what we say in this household.
There you go.
That's what we do. Anyway, that was 10 minutes about spoiled meat. Stacey James says that Chad Power show is hilarious and has heart. I might see that at some point.
Dude, Stacey, with your PFP like that looks like something that you would. I could hear you saying it. The child, like you just come out of nowhere in the morning and you're like wearing your pajama, like heart-shaped pants, and you're like, that Chad Power show is hilarious.
You look like an extra on a Kid Rock album cover. I mean that in the best of ways. I love Stacey's get up, dude. You doing the beer chug tomorrow night, Stacey?
100%. He probably is, without a doubt.
I hope so. I do. Emotionless Zombie says, "Hi guys, you guys doing another Scary Vids lives? I got to prep, send actual scary videos. Also, we need Megan 2.0 commentary. It is on Peacock. Also, Loomis thoughts on Chalice dating rumors with Cookie Woman.
I don't care who he dates. What he needs to date is a job in which he doesn't sexually harass fat women, skinny women, in between women. Cookie Woman is a fat woman that hangs out on a logo of a gas station. So if the rumors be true, Great. I don't care. Maybe he can fall inside of her folds and live there. I don't have any. Why you ask me this? Do I look like goddamn what's a Regis Philbin?
People magazine. I fucked her. It's true. The rumors are
fucking shit. Dude. Goddamn battery.
Oh, yeah. You get about an hour out of each of them.
Is it?
That's what Jay looks like when he's fucking you, by the way.
I'm still on. Never mind. I guess it didn't do anything.
Sometimes it'll turn off and turn back on, but yeah, dude, I would actually do a Mithrigan 2.0 commentary because that movie would piss us off so bad it'd probably end up hilarious. And I'm sure we will do another one, man. Yeah, please keep saving up because last time we didn't get any and everybody was yelling at me for picking bad videos. Sorry, like I'm authentic and I don't want to lie and do actual reactions. They were like, oh, we're not doing any work for you. And I'm like, how are we supposed to react to scary vids if we already see the fucking scary vids? All right. You know what? I'll just go to my room and I'll just let you guys watch Jay react. Hey, how's that sound? Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah. We can just go through Twitter and read everything.
Yeah, read politics. Shai Korsky Gorinsky says, I wasn't calling Jay fat last stream.
Okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, you doubled down. The joke's on you because we were drunk and we don't remember, but now we do. He said, y'all helped inspire me to go on my diet and quit smoking. Loomis is looking a little thicker, though.
That's okay. I got this thick dick for your mouth. Come on in here. No, I know. I really didn't. I like honestly to you, bro. I was like, I don't remember. Like,
I don't remember either.
You ain't telling tales outside of scoop. So it's not like it was like whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But I appreciate you, man. You had to come on here and give $5 to say that. It's fine.
Yeah, hey man, I'm glad that we inspired you to lose weight and better your life so that you can come on here and call us fat. That's the
yeah, that's always so that that's the goal. That's the goal. And we've done it. You got the music in you, Shay.
By the way, it's one of life's biggest dog dicks that you know, one of the things you really like could ask God when you get to the pearly gates. Not like, you know, why do people go hungry or why isn't there world peace? Be like, hey man, why is it that when you gain weight, the only thing that doesn't get bigger is your dick? You know what I mean?
Speak for yourself, pal.
Like, isn't it kind of horseshit though? Like, you should be able to make your dick bigger by gaining weight.
Well, like, I feel like that's because all the fat goes to the one places you don't want it to go: your belly, your butt, your back, your chin, your double chin. It doesn't go where you want it to go. Like, can you just fucking infect my wiener and make this big fat hog?
Yeah, y'all ever thought about that? That's horse shit, man.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That's dog shit. But then, like, fat dudes would be like the new rip dudes. But like, they so fat. I bet his dick is huge.
You get that.
This is crazy, dude. That just broke my brain. Byron Hansen says,
"Cookie woman." Yeah, there's a few of them.
Cookie women, plural.
Obviously.
One. Tiffany says, Jay, I just want to let you know I'm going to save the snow in Buffalo this winter and send it to you. Just kidding. I love cold weather too. By the way, 40s is perfect.
I love it. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's gonna make it through shipping. Like, I'm just gonna wind up with a glass of water, but I appreciate it.
It's a refrigerated truck.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
We do get some snow here in Kentucky. Last night, dude, it was 60 degrees, right? It was supposed to be 60 degrees.
Yeah.
Our game volleyball was until like it started about 6:30ish, but the sand gets way colder than the ground, and by the time you get done playing, even in like 55 degrees. Dude, you literally can't feel your fucking feet. I can't imagine what it would be like in that kind of fucking weather doing anything.
Yeah, we get like snowfall usually starting around like mid to late January, and then into February is our really bad month for ice and snow.
Yeah, it seems like we either get none or we get like 3 different fuck yous, like huge ice storms and shit that come all at one time. Like
Jack Frost has his ways with our buttholes.
He does.
January, February.
Fucking my heart in the ass. Thank you, Tiffany. Jeremy Shelley says, up, fellas, at work, but still catching live stream. Love you guys, man.
Hey, thank you, Jeremy.
Love you, man. I hope you have a great day at work. Get that paycheck. It's Friday. It's payday.
Get that bread, dog. Get that bread.
Man, tomorrow says Marvel's Wonder Man teaser just dropped. Who the fuck is Wonder Man?
Oh, I know. Wonder Man is Simon Williams. He's kind of a jokey character that very cheesy, over the top. He was in there. I think he came out in the 70s in Marvel. He's kind of got he's got basic superhuman strength. He's got like good looks. He can fly, and that's about it. And he also was like one of the founding members of Avengers West Coast. His brain patterns were used to create the Vision. There's a big backstory to him, but he's just basically an over the top cheesy superhero that later on, I think he becomes an actor in Hollywood, but he struggles to find work. There's this whole thing about him.
Well,
so
before we pop out, let's have a look. Let's see what it's about. And by the way, it stars Jay's favorite, the actor who played Jay's favorite superhero, the bad guy in Aquaman. What's he called again?
Mothra.
Yeah, the one that Jay got wrong.
Mantis. People are like, "Oh my god, they roasted our asses with pitchforks when that one was wrong." I was like, these fuckers don't even read comic books.
Oh yeah, by the way, forgot. Here we go! Marvel Studios, Wonder Man. Why?
The entertainment world is stunned today when internationally celebrated and reclusive filmmaker Von
That's when your phone flips open and it's on the selfie mode.
To sign on for his first franchise film and remake of Wonder Man. Mr. Von Kovac, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I know your question is, why one more superhero film, yeah? Everyone is tired of superheroes.
Yeah, so he's an actor.
Why go see them in the cinema? Wonder Man spoke to me on a deep level. There is an opportunity to shock audiences.
Holy
To reimagine a whole genre of storytelling.
Have you given any thought about casting?
That was really
so that was a nothing sandwich. Because like that's like getting a nice toasty sub from like Jimmy John's or something like that. It's like, where's the fucking meat?
Yeah,
they forgot to put the turkey on it. But no, yeah. Well, listen, I mean, they were going in that direction. Wonder Man is a cheesy, over the top type of superhero that used his fame and looks and stuff to get parts in movies, but they dried up. So it kind of seems like they're going in that direction. But and then they said they're going to recast. Isn't that dude that they zoomed in on the last? Isn't he the dude from Star Wars? Finn?
No. That's John Boyega. This is
that's what I said.
Yahya Abdul Mateen.
I love his work. It's great. I love his work. No,
to be fair, they only showed like the top of his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought the guy that they were showing in the movie theater with that kid watching was supposed to be like that's who they were going for. It looked like one of those old timey type of superheroes that they were going to cast. But okay, yeah, I guess he's going to be Wonder Man.
Yeah, it's this dude. Here's I guess that's a picture of him. It's yeah. I know what I'm jacking off to tonight.
So okay, well there we go.
So yeah, that's got to be a TV thing.
Wonder Man, it's a TV show. The Wonder Man is he's a weird character. I don't know. I mean, you're gonna have a hard pressed time getting him to be popular. I mean, maybe they can do it. I mean, they got enough money and things behind it, but
thanks for ruining the show, man. Tomorrow, appreciate that. Thanks for you ruined the whole fucking show.
Why?
Because that trailer sucks so bad. I'm just kidding, by the way.
I appreciate you telling us. I actually didn't know they were going to pull the trigger and actually do a Wonder Man movie.
You know, we love you. Yeah, tomorrow. I was just kidding. I'm double check real quick to make sure there's no news before you get out of here. Lady Gaga, Devil Wears Prada 2. Well, we got to talk about that for the next 30, 45 minutes.
Show me your meat dress. Have these gone bad?
Smell that. Okay, yeah. Now it doesn't look like Tron grabbed 4.8 million in previews. Roofman gets 1 million. There's a look at Daredevil, but it's literally, I mean, it's just a picture of Daredevil. Like these things always confuse me. Like first official look at Daredevil in season 2 of Born Again. I'm like, it's just, he's got the double D's there. And I'm not talking about how big his tits are.
I knew he was going to be wearing a suit again. That looks so good.
Do you think it's fucking stupid? Isn't it stupid? Like, shouldn't it be in Braille?
I mean, if you look really close, it does look like it's in Braille. It's all like
the whole suit's in Braille.
No, it looks like the outside of a basketball.
Oh shit. Yeah, I think
the only other rumor I knew about was that I don't know if he talked about this with 3C or not, but the rumor out there is that they're going to put the first trailer for Doomsday in front of the new Avatar movie. That was
yeah. I think you mentioned that. That makes sense. I mean, you got to get someone to watch those shitty fucking movies.
There's always going to be people watching that, but yeah, I don't know. I just think it's kind of stupid. I hate that. I hate marketing employees like that. I really do. Just release the fucker online when it's done.
Honestly, and I think it's overdone too. Everybody's trying to guess when the Scream trailer is going to come out, and they're like, they're going to do it so they can put it in front of this movie. And I'm like, dude, this day and age, the studios don't give a fuck about what movie to put it in front of. Like they give a fuck about how many YouTube views it gets. That's what they want, and that's how those things get shared. But it does say that they don't want to spoil anything, but it very much exists in the same world as Spider-Man: Brand New Day. So Daredevil and Spider-Man are going to be tied in. Hopefully, they're in the fucking movie together. I would love to see those two.
I mean, John Bernthal is going to be in it, so I'm sure he'll show up too.
A fucking Daredevil, Spider-Man, Punisher, Hell's Kitchen team up would be so fucking sweet.
Yeah,
God,
I'm excited for that. Brand New Day is gonna. I feel like I'm a little bit more hyped about that than even Doomsday, to be honest, because I think there's a lot more cool. Because they're also going to be introducing the Venom storyline as well.
Yeah, that's the side of Marvel I think they should be exploring more right now. You know what I mean? And that's kind of built for TV too. So them doing it with Daredevil is pretty cool. And Sacagawea. Yeah, we know that. Who are these people? No one cares. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Friday, not a big news day, anyways.
No.
But Peacemaker 9.5. Jay, you didn't give your
no. I gave it a 9.5.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, 9.5.
I'm a bad listener. I apologize.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm good in bed though, as you know. Everyone about me. You can quiz me about spiders if you want to.
Yes, they even produce milk. Where can you get the milk? It's like Whole Foods.
It was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like when he was telling the story about the stripper, and it turned out to be the guy that was standing right in front of him he was talking about.
Yeah.
Up all over her titties.
Yeah, dude. Tim Meadows, breakout performance of season 2.
Yeah. Fucking love that guy, man.
Yep.
And love you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing fucking weekend. And hey, click that link down below. Join us on Patreon and that tier of YouTube members. And come party with us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. live in your mom's ass.
It's going to be, that's going to be a fun fucking time.
See you guys.
See you guys.